What is up, guys, and welcome back to another video. So in today's video, what I'll be doing is discussing with you all how you can improve your mechanics fast in Fortnite Chapter 2 Season 8. Improving your mechanics in Fortnite is absolutely crucial if you're looking to keep up with other players in Season 8, and this video should give you all the information that you need to become insane mechanically, whether your main issue is aiming, editing, or building. Before we hop into this video though, only around 10% of the people watching my videos are actually subscribed, so if this video does help you out at all, then be sure to hit that subscribe button if you want to see more. But with that said, and without further ado, let's get into today's video. So this video is going to be split into two sections. They're going to be building and editing, which are combined into the first, and then aiming is going to be the second section. If you do want to skip around, then I'll put the timestamps to each section on screen right now, but I do recommend you watch the whole way through so you're able to get all the information and maximize your improvement. But with that said, and without further ado, let's get into the first section. So for the first section of this video, we're going to be talking about building and editing. Now you may be wondering why I combine these two into one section, as building and editing are somewhat different mechanics. My main reason for doing so is honestly because at this time in Fortnite, building and editing are pretty much combined. I mean, there's rarely a time in game where you're going to solely build and not edit, and there's also rarely a time when you're going to crank out a bunch of edits but not build. So I figured since they're pretty much combined nowadays, I figured it would be better to kind of just combine them together for the sake of the video. So for the building and editing practice methods, my main goal was really just to focus on things that carry over into the real game. What I've noticed is that once you've built your basic foundation of your mechanics, aka knowing how to do basic edits, crank 90s and all that, your best way to improve is really just going to be drills that actually represent real scenarios and challenge you in a way that a basic edit course can't. So with that said, the first building and editing map that I recommend is going to be Raiders Peace Control Map V3. If you don't know this map by now, then basically just think of it as the ultimate peace control drill map. Raiders map, as you can see in the background, has a ton of different scenarios that range in difficulty, and all these scenarios are basically meant to help you build that muscle memory which carries into your real gameplay. If you're a bit newer to peace control and you're kind of just learning the basics, then you can start off with the basic scenarios on the left, of which there are 8. Those are super useful if you're just trying to familiarize yourself with peace control, or you can use one of the 15 regular scenarios if you're a bit more experienced. And finally, the map does have peace control tunnels, which are basically just tunnels that you run through and do a bunch of builds and edits to kind of simulate peace control movements. As well as that, one thing that I really like about this map is that each scenario literally goes infinitely, so if you want to absolutely grind out and perfect one scenario, you can do that without the map getting reset. And as well as that, if you do a scenario and you get tired of it, or you just need to move on to another, then you can do any emote and you're going to be put back in the lobby where you can choose another one. Overall, Raiders map is absolutely amazing for improving your peace control, which is essentially building and editing combined, so I'm going to put the code up on screen right now if you're interested. Moving on from that, another great way to improve all three of your mechanics, but especially building and editing all in a realistic environment, is zone wars and realistic 1v1s. As you probably know by now, creative is an amazing tool to improve your fighting skill, and realistic 1v1s and zone wars both help make that a reality. If you're looking for more of a mid-game fight simulation where you can practice the types of fights you're normally going to run into in game, then realistic 1v1s are going to be a great option, especially since most of these maps have a matchmaking button where you can basically just get matched up with a random player. The same thing goes for zone wars as well. You can easily get matched into a lobby with up to 32 players, and zone wars is honestly just getting better and better in terms of simulating the types of end games you're going to see in actual tournaments. So especially if you're a competitive player, zone wars is absolutely amazing. So with that said, I don't think that zone wars or realistics really need much more explanation. Basically, they're just super effective ways to practice and fight against other players within creative. With that said, I will toss the code up for my recommended realistic map as well as zone war map. The realistic map is up on top and the zone war map is on the bottom. Both of these maps have matchmaking portals as well, so you can simply load into the map like you would any other creative map, and then you just head into the little portal, which is going to be somewhere in the lobby, and you'll be put into a lobby with other players. Next up is another incredible map for improving your mechanics, especially when it relates to peeking and movement, and this one is by a map creator called Slyjack. I was browsing around trying to find some cool stuff for this video, and I ran into a video by Marin TM which actually featured this map, and honestly I was shocked at how smart this map is. Basically, the way it works is that you choose any of the scenarios in the lobby and you just shoot at it. From there, you simply do the drill and you have to peek perfectly on the target, aka not expose yourself at all, in order to do it correctly. If you do end up exposing yourself when you try to make an edit or a peek, then you're going to end up taking a hit of damage, and then the scenario is just going to reset, allowing you to try it again. And similar to Raiders Peace Control map, if you ever want to switch scenarios, all you have to do is emote and you're going to be put back in the map's lobby. Basically though, the premise of this map is that you have to use your building, editing, and movement effectively and get a perfect shot on the target. So especially if you struggle in box fights or any other close range engagements in game, this map will be insanely helpful and allow you to get insanely good at peeking without taking damage. With that said, the code is going to be up on screen right now. Finally guys, my last tip for this building and editing section is really just to grind out a bunch of free builds. Free building in Fortnite, aka literally just building in your own empty map, is such a simple and easy way to improve your mechanics. The only issue is a lot of people tend to just mindlessly free build and not actually try to accomplish anything. What you should do instead is figure out a goal whenever you're trying to free build, whether it's something as simple as improving your double or triple edits or something more advanced like learning a new retake. Having a specific goal in mind when you free build is going to help keep you on track and help you learn new skills that carry over to other areas of your gameplay. With that said though, that's going to wrap it up for the building and editing section, and now we're going to get into two of my favorite ways to improve your aim. Now I will say ahead of time that these two maps I'll be discussing are relatively well known in the Fortnite community, but in all honesty they're still two of the best maps to improve your aim, so that's why I continue to include them in my videos. The first of these two maps is going to be the OG aim map, which is Scavik's Aim Trainer. Scavik's Aim Trainer has been around for a super long time, I think since chapter 1, and it's basically one of the simplest and most effective aim maps out there. What you can do is head into the lobby and choose one of many different scenarios. As well as that, you also have the ability to customize the difficulty and distance, and then you're basically put into the map to train your aim. Doing a few different scenarios in this map can serve as a great warm-up or even something to grind out and improve your aim, whether you're on controller or a keyboard and mouse. And I might add that similar to a lot of other maps in this video, you can just emote if you want to leave a certain section. Also, another really cool thing is that they added a rank system to the map. I'm not too sure how it all works, but the basic premise is that if you grind out your aim a bunch, you can go up in rank, and it's just a really nice addition. So with that said, I'll go ahead and put the code to this map on screen right now. Moving on to the second aim map and the final map of this video, and we've got the classic Raiders 1v1 Aim Trainer. If you don't know by now, Raiders 1v1 Aim Trainer is easily one of the most useful aim training maps, as it puts you up against a real player in a variety of different situations. You have shotgun flick scenarios, SMG and AR training, and you even have glider training where you can basically just practice taking targets out of the air. There's obviously way too many scenarios in this map to cover in this video, but you can see a few examples in the background gameplay. And similar to some of the other maps in this video, Raiders 1v1 Aim Trainer does feature a matchmaking option, so you don't have to worry about finding someone in like a scrim server to go against. And if your opponent ever leaves, you can get straight into another one with no issues. So with that said, whether you're trying to improve your close range, mid range, or long range aim, or even a combination of all three, Raiders 1v1 Aim Trainer is an amazing map to have in your arsenal. With all that said, I'll put the code up to Raiders map right now. But with all that said, guys, that's going to wrap it up for today's video on how to improve your mechanics in Fortnite Season 8. Hopefully the tips and maps in this video should help you a lot when it comes to improving your building, editing, and aim, and allow you to bring those skills into real games and become a better player as a result. Keep in mind that only around 10% of people watching my videos are actually subscribed, so if you are new and you found this video to be helpful, then be sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on those post notifications, that way you don't miss out on future videos. And finally, if you'd like to take an extra step to help your boy out, then consider using code Teckoh in the Fortnite item shop, as it's absolutely free for you and it really does help me out a ton. Obviously, thank you so much to everyone who's currently using it. With that said though, thank you all for watching this video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye for now.